I got nailed for the seatbelt, the cell phone, everything.
Hey, Gary, where's all the cops tapes? I asked for this for 2 days in a row now. No.
Sal's bring him in now.
Yeah, Did you give the guy his money?
You pick up that guy?
Yeah, it's taken care of.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what you're doing back there.
Why do you not know?
Because I asked for the cops tapes 10 minutes ago.
You said, where's my tape of
the black people from cops?
Gary, I asked you if I should bring in the cops tapes, and you said, no, take it easy, relax.
Yeah, this is what he does to me.
No.
And then he makes me sound like I'm crazy.
Gary, I blatantly asked you right in the hallway, I'm
aware of that, Sal. Howard wanted that one particular...
No, I wanted all of them.
Hold on, Sal, shut up. If there was a discussion with you and Howard that you should have had more in there yesterday, then you probably should have had him in there.
Gary.
The tape you wanted for today, and he had it.
Gary, I was mixing...
Gary, that's not what... You hear half the show. I called...
You said, where's my cops tape? And I thought you...
I said I want the cops tapes with all the black people.
I didn't hear that you wanted...
Well, what am I supposed to... He heard it.
But, Gary, I asked you when you heard it...
I heard you.
You're not hearing me. If you heard me, I would be in here with the cops tapes. I blatantly asked you if I should bring in the tapes.
Right, and you got one thing right. Now you're winning 1 to 99, jackass. Jackass.
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, go back to comedy school.
I heard Sal goes to comedy school.
Hold on. I don't go to comedy school. I've never gone to comedy school.
You go to comedy school.
I want to know who said that. Who blatantly lied to you again?
Gary.
All right, good. I'm glad you did. Well, then it's obviously not true.
Everybody here knows. Okay, so here's what the tape I just gave you.
Yeah.
Sal saw a note on your console yesterday that said Sal Comedy School. So he freaked out and left a message for Richard, yelling at Richard for telling you about it. But
good. Let's hear it.
Dude, it's Sal. I hope you didn't tell Howard that I go to comedy school. I was cleaning up the carts on his desk today, and I saw a note, Sal goes to comedy school. I've never been to a comedy school. I've never even walked past a comedy school. I don't want any rumors like that, because that to me is humiliating and it's embarrassing. I did not go to any comedy school. So Will's denying it. Jason's denying it. Everybody in the office is denying it. I don't know what it is. I meet with a comedian once a week, and we go through writing the same way you and I go through our writing. But please don't pass a blatant lie that I would go to a comedy school. All right? I hope it wasn't you. Goodbye.
I heard also that, you dissect comedy. And doesn't he...
Tell us all your little phrases. What is that thing called? Artie, everybody here knows what...
What's your problem, Gary?
Like a comeback?
Listen, Gary, you know what? I just love how you reverted this whole conversation to me in this comedy school. And it's not even true.
Welcome to the Howard Stern Show, jackass. Seriously. The word is deflected, you moron. And you're absolutely right. I got it off of me and onto you because you have the bigger loser story.
I don't have a loser story.
Yes, you do.
I have a story that you lied about. You admitted that you told them something that was a lie.
No.
Gary, you lied to him. You had no facts, Gary.
What are all those terms that Sal uses?
Well, I heard, again, I don't know any of this firsthand, but I heard someone said, callback.
He goes, in his act,
what's a callback?
A callback is when you make a joke and then you go back to it again.
Yeah, but that's just the science of...
Those are just science. Guess what?
What does that have to do with anything? Oh, excuse me if I'm trying to work on something.
No, it's fine to work on it. It's not
So what does that have to do with anything?
Because you come across like a tool.
How am I a tool? I don't go to the effing school, you jerk off!
You went to some sort of
comedy school. You got some comedy tutor or something.
You're a comedy coach.
You're a comedy guy.
Artie, please, help me out here.
Sal, come clean.
Sal, I don't know what the truth is.
And all the other guys...
the person who told me that...
You know I could cure somebody...
10 guys in here telling me about it.
You know, I could cure somebody for cancer in this effing room, and you guys are like, you cured somebody for cancer, you're not a good guy. Sal.
You know what I think is funny about you? I think it's funny
I can't do anything right in your eyes. Anything. God forbid I work with somebody to work on stand-up comedy. All of a sudden, I'm a tool.
Sal, you make fun of everybody.
It doesn't matter if I make fun of anybody.
Well,
I'm just trying... Excuse me for trying to better myself by working with comedians. All comedians write. Artie writes with comedians.
Artie was laughing about all the terms. You were doing a funny bit
the person who told me...
Are you afraid of him? Tell him.
No, I'm just trying to...
Where's all the guys from yesterday?
Richard was telling me that Sal said that he said that's called... a callback, and what was the other thing?
There's tags.
A tag. Right.
But every comedian uses
Richard was
No
saying
one
that.
talks like that. Guess what? I've had 1,000 conversations.
Nobody, you don't, wait a minute, shut up, platypus. The thing is, hold on, listen to me. You don't use that terminology because you don't do stand-up.
I know science of comedy.
Wait a second. I sat in the green room.
What's a tag and what's a callback, Sal?
A tag is something that you add. Just when you think a joke is over, you add an additional punchline to it. And then you might add an additional punchline, and you're tagging the punchline. Is that correct, Artie?
You see, the bit I was doing was I've been doing stand-up for 15 years, and I don't really ever use those terms.
No one does.
Thanks, You're a real comedian, Artie.
Only you do, Sal.
No, but I don't...
Artie, Artie, wait a second. Don't temper it. You know comedians. You know Colin Quinn. You know Nick DiPaolo. You guys, I've said it with you guys in green rooms 100 times. You guys do not talk like this. You do not dissect comedy. You don't have it down to a science. You don't have names for it.
You just tell jokes. To a science either. Listen to me.
You just said the science of comedy.
Defend Sal, I've never heard him do it either. Other people told me he does it.
I don't. Listen to me. If you walk off a stage...
Can you do a callback on a tag?
I don't know.
Callback.
They haven't gotten to that lesson yet.
Listen.
Oh. What lesson are you up to?
I'll give you an example. You get off stage, and if a comedian hears your friend, he goes, hey, I got a good tag.
Right. Callback I've heard before, definitely.
That's what it's called.
I've never heard anybody say that. Hey, I got a joke for you.
Then there's something called an act out.
What's an act out?
What's an act out?
See, that I've never
An act out is when you explain a scenario and then you act it out. Like I said, like, you ever see Gary in his office, and then I would act it out. Like, hey, Bob, I don't know where those cop tapes are. I didn't talk to Sal. That would be an act out.
Name?
Where did you learn
It's called
that?
an act.
Where did you learn that stuff?
Because
someone told me you read a book on comedy.
You went somewhere.
I've read a book on the Friars. It's called Doing It Standing Up, and it's a book on all the Friars and all their experiences on stage.
Sal, what's a hen weigh?
About 5 or 6 pounds.
Look at this guy.
He knows everything.
Look at you.
That was in the book.
I'm curious. Well, where Tag Out was in the book, Sal? Because that I've never heard of. I've never heard of that.
Can you give us an example of a tag out?
I don't know what a tag out is.
How about an example of a get out?
As in, get out of the room now.
No, but so where did you learn tag and callback and that stuff? Like,
all right. First time I heard the word tag, I was at the at Rascals in New Jersey.
Right.
When Stuttering John put me on his first show back then, and Nick DiPaolo was on, and I did a joke about porn. Right. And when I go up stage, he goes, I have a tag for that. I go, what's that? He goes, it's something you can add on an additional punchline. That's the first time I heard the word tag.
So you didn't go to
and I heard it from Nick DiPaolo, who's an incredible comedian.
He's never said that. I'm telling you. He's never said
a comedy. You have a comedy tutor.
I swear, if anybody's a comedian out there, the word tag is used every night.
Why won't you answer us when we say, but you have a tutor?
I don't have a tutor. I meet with this guy. His name's Steve Marshall. He's a great guy. He's been doing comedy for 30 years.
You pay him?
No, absolutely not. I don't pay him a nickel. And I also meet with Chris.
Wait a second. If he's so good, how come I never heard of him? If he's such a funny comedian, working on any material.
I know
my dad, Gary, shut up.
I know the dean of Yuck Yuck University.
But what is the goal when you meet him, Sal? To learn or just to, like, write?
It's more, believe it or not, it's more therapeutic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So he's like
You go to a comedian for therapy?
Yeah.
He's a comedy psychiatrist.
Oh, here we go. The sensei of all comedy on the phone.
Hey, you know what I find really funny is for years, Sal's been torturing Gary. I mean, relentlessly and really nasty and mean. And now he confuses why Gary's going after him. I mean, come on, Sal.
That was a good tag, Ralph.
You got to give Gary a break.
I've got to take a break.
What do you mean, give Gary a break? What? I didn't do anything. I was looking out for Howard. Howard said, where's the cop?
Okay, so a mistake was made, and you hammered the crap out of me.
Yes, because you're not doing your job.
I hammered you back, and you cried like a puss.
But, Gary, you always tell me I'm wrong.
I didn't say you were wrong.
I was calling for the tapes.
I didn't know you wanted all the tapes. Okay, so a mistake was made. But I'm not going to take crap from him.
But, Gary, you never said you're sorry.
Right now. Hold on. I'm not sorry to you for anything. Howard, I'm sorry that I didn't get the tapes. I'm not sorry to you.
You know what?
I don't answer to you any day of the week.
And you know
okay?
what? If you would have said you were sorry to Howard first, I wouldn't have gotten
Listen,
on
you're not attached to Howard. You're not a Siamese twin. You're not his nephew. You're not his cousin. So lay low.
You're his monkey.
You know what? I'll be Howard's monkey, but I'll goddamn won't be yours, you little freak. I won't be your little monkey. I'll tell you that right now.
I was talking about Guy busting your chops about the comedy school. You got to give him a break there. I mean, come on.
Wait a minute.
Now, everybody in this office has been goofing on you behind your back about this comedy thing.
And it's not true, though.
Well, it is true. You have these weird phrases that nobody uses.
Why are people not coming in here who told me?
I know.
They're not
because they're all
Are people afraid of
Yes, they are.
Oh, my God. Don't tell me people are afraid of that.
Everybody on this show is a goddamn pussy who doesn't verbalize themselves. I'm the only one who expresses myself. I'm the only one who's
He's got
around
the
here.
Stuttering John thing down to a science. If you
I
goof on him on the air, he follows you around the whole day and nags you. Did you do it? Did you do it? And then he doesn't talk to you.
He does an investigation.
Oh, yeah, big investigation.
And now, when there's nothing, Gary comes up with lies now.
Dude, you little turd.
I
You know
don't